Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's topic is the powder microscopy of licorice. So, licorice is scientifically known as Glycyrrhiza glabra. Here you can see the sample of Glycyrrhiza glabra powder. Now, introduction of the drug first of all. So, its scientific name is Glycyrrhiza glabra. In English, it is known as licorice. Locally, it is known as Muletti. It belongs to the family Leguminosae. Its roots are used. Now, the pharmacognostic feature. The phytochemical constituents that are present in Glycyrrhiza glabra are glycyrrhizin. This is the most important compound. This is the sweeter compound. This is the main compound which gives the sweet taste to the Glycyrrhiza glabra. Then it is also contain glyceritic acid, flavonoids, licaritin, isolicaritin, then sugars 5 to 15%, including glucose, sucrose, asparagine, beta-cetoasterol, and different kind of flavones and isoflavones. So these all are the phytochemical constituents which are present in Glycyrrhiza glabra. Now its medicinal action and uses. It is demulcent, expectorant, anti-inflammatory, emmenagogue, that are a drug that increase the estrogen levels. It is used in different kind of respiratory tract diseases like asthma and sore throat. Muletti is also used in dysuria as a laxative, as a sweetening and flavoring agent. Why it is sweetening agent? Because it contains the glycyrrhizin. Now the organoleptic evaluation of the powder. The color of the powder is pale yellowish brown. If the root or radix are peeled off, then the drug is color of the drug is more pale yellow. Odor is characteristic and faint, and its taste is sweet. Now the material and the reagent that are required to perform its powder microscopy is the definitely petri dish containing the sample, spatula, brush, glass slide, cover slip, dropper, compound microscope, and reagents iodine, glycerine and chloral hydrate, with the help of which we will make 3 different slides of Glycyrrhiza glabra powder. Now the procedure of to perform powder microscopy is that transfer a little amount of sample on a clean and dry glass slide with the help of a spatula. Add a drop of chloral hydrate solution over it with the help of dropper. Make sure that the tip of the dropper does not touch the powder. Then make a smear with the help of needle and cover the cover slip in such a way that no air bubble will be trapped. Now quickly pass the slide over the flame in order to fix it. Observe under the microscope the cellular features and note down it. First we will use the 4x objective lens, then we will use the 10x objective lens. Now compare the observation with the given standard monograph, and in the last repeat the procedure using iodine solution and glycerine solutions. This is the monograph of the licorice, which we will discuss in detail now. This is licorice monograph, Glycyrrhiza glabra, belong to the family Leguminosae. As we have already discussed, that pale yellowish brown powder with a faint characteristic odor and a sweet taste. Now the diagnostic features. The first one is the starch granules. The abundant starch granules, most of which are simple. They are rather small, spherical to a white and slightly flattened. A slit-shaped hilum is visible in some of the larger granules. A few compound granules are present with 2 to 3 to 4 components. Okay. After a starch granule, which character can be seen abundantly is the fibers, which occur in groups surrounded by calcium oxalate prism sheath. Individual fibers are very thick walled with few small pits. The different layers in the walls are sometimes clearly seen, and only the middle lamella and primary wall give a reaction for lignin. Frequently, no lumen is visible. So what you have to remember, the diagnostic feature of the Glycyrrhiza glabra is the starch granule, then fibers. Now the third one is vessels, which are found singly or small groups. Some of the individual vessels are very large and are frequently found fragmented. They are lignified and usually bordered pitted, although in some of the larger vessels the pits are very much elongated and the borders are difficult to discern. Many of the smaller, narrower vessels show a single perforation in the somewhat oblique end walls. The larger vessels are usually accompanied by lignified xylem parenchyma, composed of moderately thin-walled cells, square to elongated, rectangular in outline, with variably pitted walls. So, 3 characters: starch granules, then fibers, and then vessels, which may be accompanied with the lignified xylem parenchyma. Now the fourth one is the prism of calcium oxalate, the majority of which are fairly uniform in size and occur in the cell forming the crystal sheet along the fiber. In addition, a few larger prisms occur. They are present in some of the parenchymatous cells of the medullary rays and pith, and may be found in these cells or more usually scattered in the powder. So the calcium oxalate may be scattered or may be present as a sheet around the fibers and vessels. Then what can we see? The fairly abundant fragment of orange brown cork. This is the root part, so you will see the cork and the cortex here. Okay, the corks are orange brown fragments composed of thin wall cells, and surface view of the cells are polygonal and fairly regular in outline. Then after cork, the abundant thin walled parenchyma of the cortex, medullary rays and pith. The cells vary from rounded to rectangular in outline and are usually filled with starch granules. Occasional groups of sieve tubes composed of very thin wall cells with faint sieve areas may be found associated with the medullary rays. A small amount of collenchyma is also present. Now we will discuss the pictorial view. This is the diagrammatic representation of the diagnostic features. We will discuss it one by one. This is the this is the feature given as number 1. Marking and colored as a blue. What is this? These are the rectangular cells of cork. Okay, cork in surface view. Now the number 2, what is this? This is the part of cork and cortex in sectional view. This is the surface view of cork and this is the sectional view of cork, rectangular in shape, and below the cork is present the cortex cells. Number 3 is quite obvious. What is this round structure? May be scattered alone or may be found as a group of the 2 or more than 2. These are basically the starch granules. You can see the detail. These are starch granules which are abundantly found in the sample of Glycyrrhiza glabra. Now we will see what is number 4, this one, this structure. So these round sieve-like structure, what is this? This is medullary ray. These round cells, these are medullary ray in tangential longitudinal section with associated sieve tissues. Definitely medullary ray is associated with the sieve tissues. Now number 5 in purple color, this is what? This is a long fiber. Okay, part of a fiber, single fiber. Now number 6, this is a part of a vessel with coagulated pits, and the number 7 is part of a smaller vessels with broader pit. Part of a smaller, this is smaller vessels with broader pit, and this is also the large vessel. Now number 8, what is this in purple color? Collenchyma from the cortex. Okay, these are the cortex cell. Here it is also present in number 2, cork beneath the cortex. This is also the cortex. Then student number 9, this one, you can identify it, can you? These are the prisms of calcium oxalate. Now number 10, this one. As you can see easily, this is a part of fiber covered with the calcium oxalate sheet. Number 10, part of fiber covered with the calcium oxalate prism sheet. Then number 11, this one. What is this structure? 11, lignified xylem parenchyma with part of an underlying broaded pitted vessel and adjacent thin wall parenchyma. This is iron parenchyma with a pitted vessel. Then number 12, this one blue in color. What is this? Fragment of broaded pitted vessel. So these are also that this was the large vessel, these were the group of a small vessel, and this is also a fragment of the vessel. You can see here the pits. Now the last number 13, this is structure, part of medullary ray in radial longitudinal section, medullary ray, underlying thin wall parenchyma and part of broaded vessel. Medullary ray with parenchyma and pitted vessel. So these are the main diagnostic features of the Glycyrrhiza glabra or licorice, having cork, cortex, starch granule, calcium oxalate, pitted vessels, collenchyma, and fiber and medullary rays. So these all are the diagnostic feature with the help of which we can identify the sample of the licorice or Glycyrrhiza glabra. That's all for today. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.